Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. On this channel, we spend our time looking at fantasy of all sorts, from books to movies to video games, and applying the characters within into the tabletop game, Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Today, we're going to be looking at a character from an old fiction series, a very, very famous detective, one who has been written about and has been remixed on for over 100 years now. I am referring to possibly the most famous investigator of all time, Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is a genius and a very, very good detective that has been solving cases in England ever since he was written about by Arthur Conan Doyle way back in the 1800s. But what kind of character would he be in a D&D game? A place where monsters and fantasy rules? Well, I have an answer. Sherlock Holmes was about 45 years old at his peak. He is a tall 6 feet, 150 pounds, with graying hair, pale skin, and black eyes. Now, what kind of character would Sherlock Holmes be? He's a human, after all, and he's college educated, according to his books, so I made him a sage for his background. But as far as his class, he's an inquisitor, a type of rogue that very, very much leans into detective and investigation work. His alignment is chaotic neutral, for although he is seeking to help to help people solve cases against criminals, he definitely doesn't like the law, and he does whatever is necessary to get his man. His stats, he's a little stronger than the average person, but not by much. He's got a strength of 12. He's got a dexterity of 14 and a constitution of 14, being reasonably fast and tough. But his intelligence is 20, and his wisdom is 20. Sherlock Holmes is by far one of the smartest and most strategic individuals, often beating his opponents through sheer planning and trickery. He also has a charisma of 13. He is a talented master of disguise. He's proficient in dexterity and intelligence saving throws. He also is proficient in the arcana skills and sleight of hand and stealth, and has expertise in deception, history, insight, investigation, and perception. He can speak several languages: Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Halfling, and Thieves' Cant. Can wear light armor, can wield simple weapons as well as a few key martial ones, and is talented in thieves' tools and the disguise kit. He wears basic leather armor, carries thieves' tools and his disguise kit with him, as well as a burglar's pack, and for the sake of D&D, I gave him a rapier and a dagger, very simple Victorian England-style weapons. This gives him an armor class of 13, 87 hit points, and a speed of 30. Very simple. He has the researcher feature, which he gets from his sage background. He's able to research and study basically anything he needs to. He does have sneak attack, as well as cunning action, uncanny dodge, evasion, and the reliable talent features, all things that make him a classic rogue. But his inquisitive side gives him eye for deceit, eye for detail, and insightful fighting, with the ability to pick out information very, very quickly about creatures and even utilize their weaknesses against them in combat. You see him do this, actually, in the Sherlock Holmes movie, where he analyzes what his opponent is going to do and reacts accordingly. And he has the steady eye feature. He gains advantage when he's doing investigation, as long as he doesn't move that fast, which is actually very, very akin to him. And he has several feats, being a human. He has the alert feat. He has the actor feat, since he is a master of disguise. Keen mind for his memory. Observant, so he can easily watch people from afar and still pick up what they're saying. And his skill expert feat, which gave him his extra expertise. And that's it, actually. There's no spells to speak of with Sherlock Holmes, but he is one of the most skilled individuals, and as a level 12 Inquisitor, he is able to investigate and solve basically anything and still function as a rogue, both in combat and in stealthy situations. I think Sherlock Holmes would be an amazing individual to find midway through a campaign, as possibly a ally to the party, maybe even an anti-hero that you think is working against you, but in reality he is helping you along the way and utilizing you to help solve whatever situation you find yourself in. There's a lot of role-playing involved here, and I think Sherlock Holmes is a world of interesting ideas, so I think you should check him out. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more character creation coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.